Good morning, 321 Fabulous French Adventure family and friends. How are you this morning? It's Taco Tuesday, and I'm so excited because I actually have crispy shell tacos for tonight. Crispy shells for the tacos for tonight. First time in over a month that we'll actually have a real Taco Tuesday. I'm so excited. So yeah, actually going to get to have a real Taco Tuesday tonight. I'm excited. More than one person has suggested to me that I should start a taco place here in France. And great idea. I'm not sure it would actually go over. I don't know that there's enough Texans or Texicans here to make that work. They seem quite pleased with their press panini or press burrito panini style tacos, which are what we more think of as burritos. And besides, I'm not here to work in the traditional sense. We're here to figure out how to be more retired. I'm of course continuing to, sit at the helm of the real estate company and the container company, and run it from afar, which is another video. But today, Taco Tuesday, and fourth time's a charm. Going to the bank for the fourth time. Probably mentioned it in the dessert testing, the pastry testing video. If you haven't seen that, you should go back and see it. We did finish those pastries last night. Pastries in France. I saw somebody post, my friend Barbara DeGrassi over in Portugal, somebody had posted something about how many cookies do you have to have before dinner before the cookies become your dinner, I think, something along those lines. And there was said something about 3. I think it has to be 3 or more. And I said, does that apply to pastries as well? Just asking for a friend. Because, yeah, if you're in France, you could easily make pastries complete meals. The pastries here are amazing. And I'm truly, between the pastries and the crack that I found yesterday, or a couple of days ago, the grown-up candy, the so-called marshmallows, and the candied citrus rinds. Yeah, so sugar buzz. So I have to back away off that for a while. Can't even go near it, which is it's right where the bank is. So yeah, we have to go there. But we will be going to the bank, and hopefully this will be the day we actually get to put money in it. And because that was a funny series of things. One of those things that doesn't work the same in France. I mentioned that in the previous video too. If you work a 35-hour work week and you're open on Saturday, it means you're not open probably Sunday and Monday. So it didn't behoove us to go to the bank on Saturday or Monday because they closed early on Saturday. And Amy misheard the closing time. And then Monday we showed up and obviously looked very American because we expected the bank to be open. I was like, is it a holiday? So we're learning. The learning curve continues to be long, but it's all a journey, and we appreciate you being along on the journey. So real quick before I let you go today, I'm going to answer a few questions, and if you subscribe and like, and you're there for a week or more, you can comment and ask questions, and we want you to comment and ask questions. We enjoy you commenting and asking questions. So do we make all the videos the same day? No, but so that probably has something to do with our clothes that we're wearing, where we're at. So we're in a much smaller place than we're used to being at, and the places where we can actually shoot videos is somewhat limited. So this is where we kind of have set up, and it's kind of at the kitchen table, which is in the living room. It's the living room, dining room, kitchens here, kind of traditionally kind of one big open place, unless they're older homes. And so that's the kitchen behind me. I'm sitting at the dining room table, and that's the living room right there. And the TV's right over there. So yeah, so this is the place we set up. It also might have something to do with the clothes, and that's probably referenced in, I can't remember what number video, but the one where they're coming to take it all away. That's when they came and got all of our stuff, and that was in mid-November, right? So, yeah. So, and I'm sorry, Amy is here.
Yes, I am.
She's having breakfast over here before she goes to learning the new gear still before we go off to the banks again. And yeah, still learning the new gimbal. Sorry about that. And so yeah, so yeah, we have because we were going on essentially a private group charter kind of plane sort of thing, a very organized group charter plane situation with canine jets, where the people and the pets all fly together inside the plane, which is fabulous. But we're limited to 70 pounds of luggage each. So that knowing that was the case, and we weren't leaving until mid-January, they took our stuff in mid-November. So since mid-November, and now it's early February, we've only each had 70, 80 pounds worth of stuff, and we had to include the dogs, their leashes and all that kind of stuff in with it, as well as our medications. And so it doesn't leave a lot of room for clothes. So half a dozen, 2 or 3 pairs of pants, 2 or 3 pairs of sports pants, a handful of underwear, a couple of shirts. And so we mix and match a lot and have picked up a few things along the way. But yeah, we're waiting for things to get here. And it looks like they come into the Netherlands on Amy's birthday. And then they'll ship them down here. We have a company bringing them here to us, and we hope to be in a new place by then. So fingers crossed for finding a place soon. We're hoping every day we look. So that's the answer to no. I like to, we shoot a lot of things in the morning or as we're coming and going from places. That's just when things are the quietest, when we have the most time. But yeah, we shoot them different times. I try to do a little something every day. But yeah, and really, the other question: what do we decide to shoot? We are always thinking of things we want to share with everybody. We have a whole list over here a whole list of things that we want to share with you guys. There's another dozen or more videos already listed out here, and sometimes I run through those, and sometimes it's just answering questions like these. Am I speaking the language yet? J'ai pas un peu français. So Amy's trying to push me a little bit more on that. She tried to get me to go into the bakery by myself the other day, and I just wasn't there yet.
Wasn't ready for it.
No, but when she went into the bakery, I went into a little store of what do they call it? A store of. There was something on the outside of it, and it was kind of like odds and ends, antiques, oddities and interesting things. And there was a young woman in there, and really, I think the rule here is, if it's somebody that's probably under 40, under 45, they probably have a pretty good handle on English language. Most of them learned to speak in school and kept it up because of their jobs in one way or another. But if someone is speaking to you and they're younger, they probably understand English. You just tu parles anglais, and they'll let you know. But I was. Vous parlez anglais. Two is a little informal for somebody you just met. But I was in there and I was looking, and I have in my mind these French baskets that I want, because you leave your eggs out, you leave your fruits and vegetables out, you leave butter out. So there's things that you leave out, and I just need some baskets. And there's some baskets coming, but they're not quite the right. One of them is the right basket, but I need different baskets, and I have in mind what I want. And I've seen them around, but we haven't come up on them for sale at this point. So I'm looking, and I was in this little store looking, and said something that I completely forgot I was not in the States somehow, and just spoke in English, hands up in the air, said something, and I was met with this look, and I was like, désolé, pardon. J'ai parlé français, on peut parler français. Ma femme parlait magnifique français. I'm gonna go get her. I'll be right back. And she said, "Oh, you can speak English. I understand some English." And I was like, "I appreciate that. I'm still gonna go get her. I'll be right back." And I sat down what I had picked up and went and got Amy, and we wandered through the rest of the store. And it's always humbling, to realize your limitations, especially when you were not limited much at all where you came from. So I'm learning all kinds of things, and really, it's delightful. Everybody's very patient and wonderful about it. So that is the case. Yes, I am driving now. I've driven in France. I drove in France when we were here before. The only reason I haven't been driving much is this area that we're in. I'm soaking up so much, learning signs, I'm learning. So it's been hard for me to focus on the driving part. And Amy has had much fewer years driving than I have. So I'm much more comfortable behind the wheel. So I defer to her and let her get time in when she can. I haven't minded giving up that little part for a few weeks. But I drove yesterday. It's not a big deal for me to drive here. I just enjoy the scenery so much that I like to take pictures, and I've taken a bunch of pictures, and we'll post them at some point. So, all those things are ongoing. What is it that you're having to work with learning the most right now?
Probably remembering words.
Remembering words, yeah.
Because I haven't really, I didn't really speak French that much.
Yeah,
So,
for a while.
most of it's coming back, but sometimes I actually have to look up a word in the.
Yeah, I see you sometimes when there's conversation and you look up and you'll be like, and you'll say the word in English and then they'll say what it is.
Yeah.
Like when we were at the bank or something. Yeah. But you speak very well. It's, the people here understand you well. So.
I manage.
Yeah. So I really would feel very pressed to do this without you. So, and the dogs are fine. They have adapted quite well. They're all passed out all around us right now. So they have adapted fine. Do they speak French yet? No, they don't. They understand a couple of French words, but mostly because the tone we put to them is the same that we would put to the English words. But we'll work on that. They were better behaved somehow here than they were back home even. So that's nice. We like that. And we'll probably be taking them for some more walks soon. It's starting to warm up a little bit here. So that's terrific, and we're glad about that. We're looking forward to getting out more. And spring is definitely coming. So the area is going to be busted loose with all kinds of blooming things very soon. Mm-hmm. So we're looking forward to it. Thanks for coming and hanging out, letting us answer a few of your questions. Subscribe and like, and send us more of your questions. We'd like to hear what you're thinking, what you want to know. We'd love to find out with you. So, thanks for tuning in, coming along on our journey here at 321. We look forward to seeing you again next time. A bientôt.